Hey Riverside, I'm your host, Gabriella Madrigal, and we've got a packed show for you today. We are diving into the latest city updates, highlighting some exciting events you don't want to miss, and checking in on local sports. So get ready, Inside Riverside starts right now. The Riverside City Council has unanimously approved the Junk Dealer and Scrap Metal Ordinance, a new measure designed to protect critical infrastructure from rising incidents of wire theft. This ordinance establishes clear guidelines for responsible recycling practices. Junk dealers and scrap metal recyclers now have new permit requirements, detailed transaction record keeping, and thorough verification of seller identity. These updates will help safeguard against illegal acquisition of recyclable materials and ensure accountability and recycling business practices. For more details about the ordinance, contact 951-826-5328 or email ward5@riversideca.gov. Keep up with the latest on Riverside TV with the Watch Riverside website. You can even add it to your mobile phone. Simply navigate to watchriverside.com on your favorite browser. Tap the share button, then select Add to Home Screen. And there you have it. Now you have quick access to Riverside TV while on the go. Creepy, crawly, and completely fascinating, the Riverside Insect Fair is back. This free, family-friendly event brings the incredible world of insects to life with live bug encounters, hands-on activities, and fascinating exhibits. Today, we have Blanca Petto with the Riverside Insect Fair to give us a few more details. Welcome to Inside Riverside, Blanca.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course. So let's start with the basics. When and where will this year's Riverside Insect Fair take place?
So it'll be on Saturday, April 26th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the downtown area of Riverside at the main public library.
Now, I've attended for probably the last couple years, have had a great time, and some of the things that I look forward to that I'm sure some viewers are as well are the exhibits. So I know we have some fan favorites, but any new ones we can look forward to?
Well, this year we're actually going to have a scavenger hunt for both adults and kids.
Ooh.
So this will be a really great way for all of our attendees to really participate in interacting with the various research booths that we have showcased at this event.
Very cool. And speaking of interaction, what are some of the ways that guests can interact with the insects?
Yes, absolutely. There's a couple of different ways. We have our Touch-a-Bug, which is probably our most popular and our most exciting interactive activity. This will be inside of the library. It's going to be hot out there, so for our insects and for our guests, it'll be inside. We will also have hissing cockroach races. It's going to be a lot of fun. Attendees can kind of put bets on their favorite roach, and we can see who the winners are. We will also have some story time, an insect-based cooking class, which is always a ton of fun. And we'll also have some musical performances. So lots and lots of great things to look forward to.
Yeah, sounds like an amazing day.
Yeah.
Okay, now what type of live insects, educational booths, or marketplace vendors will be showing?
Yes, we will have a bunch. In terms of the live insects, we're gonna have some stick bugs, large and small. We're gonna have some cockroaches. We will have some tarantulas, even though those are not insects. In particular, we'll have Rosie. She's our 12-year-old Chilean rose tarantula. She's a fan favorite. We'll also have some silk moths, some honeypot ants, scorpions, millipedes, again, also not insects, but a lot that our attendees can really look forward to.
Wow, yeah. One of the ones I'm looking forward to is the butterfly tent. That is always so fun and so peaceful. They just come land on you.
Yes.
Oh, so that'll be there again today, or this year, I mean.
Yep, absolutely. That will also be there. We will also have a bunch of local artists and food and drink stands as well.
Very cool. How can the public get involved or support the event? Are there any volunteer opportunities, potentially sponsorship?
Yeah, so if you're interested, definitely contact the Arts and Cultural Affairs Division, and their email address is specialevents@riversideca.gov, and they can get the most up-to-date information on how to get involved.
Perfect. Okay, and then how does admission work? Do people need to sign up or get tickets?
So this event is totally free. There's no admission. The only thing that we're kind of doing this year a little bit differently is that we're going to have tickets for the Touch a Bug. And that way we can kind of streamline how many people get to interact with the insects and really maximize the number of people and also limit those lines. We know that folks don't like to stand outside for very long. So if you're interested in doing the Touch a Bug, go to the information booth and they will have tickets and more information about when you can go and touch those bugs.
Wow, sounds so fun. And what's the theme this year? Are we able to give that away? I know last year we got like a little sneak peek.
So we're focusing on native insects that are important for flowering systems.
Okay.
Can't say exactly which one, but for flowers.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll have to use our imagination from there. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Blanca, for being with us here in the studio, and we will look forward to this year's Insect Fair.
Thank you so much. It's been great talking about this event.
Absolutely.
Time now for your Inside Riverside Sports Update. My name is Pep Fernandez. Big news coming out of California Baptist University for athletics, as the Lancers will be moving from the Western Athletic Conference to the Big West Conference. So they will be joining UC Riverside in the Big West, which will make those rivalry games a little bit more special. Now, the move to the Big West will come in the 2026-2027 season. And here's a really cool stat, that the city of Riverside will be one of only 3 cities in the entire country to have 2 Division I programs in the same conference. The other cities would be Los Angeles, which has UCLA and USC, and the city of Philadelphia with Temple University and LaSalle. So the city of Riverside will have 2 teams in the Big West, not this upcoming season, but the season after in 2026-2027. So CBU, basketball, baseball, soccer, all those great sports, they'll be competing head-to-head in the Crosstown Showdown multiple times now in multiple sports every single year. Speaking of UC Riverside, the men's basketball team had a great season. In fact, so good, they qualified for the National Invitational Tournament, and they took on Santa Clara, the Broncos, in the opening round of the NIT. The Highlanders, to make this tournament, was a huge accomplishment. But going on the road, taking on a Santa Clara team that really just shot the lights out of the place. Nate Pickens had 16 points for the Highlanders, but it was not enough in this one. The Broncos, they hit 16 threes in the game to go on to beat UCR by a final score of 101-62. The Broncos had 57 points in the second half alone. So a great year for UCR. They qualified for the NIT. They will finish the season with an overall record of 21-13. Congrats to head coach Mike Magpayo and the Highlanders on a great season. Now, speaking of March Madness, Lamont Butler, the pride of Riverside Poly High School, became a March Madness legend when he helped San Diego State reach the NCAA Tournament Championship game a couple seasons ago, and he hit that game-winning shot in the Final Four against Florida Atlantic. Well, now Lamont is at the University of Kentucky, and he's hoping to take the Wildcats to the championship game this season.
Yeah, just be free, be yourself. I remember my high school coach, he just texted me this recently. He said, do the ordinary things in extraordinary circumstances. And that's going to be my message to everybody. Just be yourself, do all the small details that got us to this point that wins games. And you don't have to do anything extra. Just be yourself and just go out there trying to win.
Let's go Kentucky and Lamont Butler. And finally, a shout out to another Riverside Poly standout, Kailani Gaines, one of the top track and field athletes in the entire state. She is doing it again this season. The junior from Poly set a new meet record in the 100 hurdles, going at 14.44 this past weekend. That is the second best time in the state of California. She also set a PR and a new school record in the 300 hurdles. She's number 5 in California right now. So Kailani Gaines, I'm sure we'll be talking a lot about her the next couple of weeks and months here on the Sports Update on Inside Riverside. My name is Pep Fernandez, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Pep. Get ready, Star Wars fans. The Inland Empire Strikes Back is bringing the ultimate Star Wars celebration right here to Riverside. Whether you're a Jedi, Sith, or somewhere in between, this is your chance to immerse yourself in a galaxy far, far away with fellow fans. Meet special guests from Skeleton Crew and grab an autograph or selfie, shop exclusive Star Wars collectibles from some of the best vendors in the galaxy, and enter hourly raffles for epic prizes. And of course, costumes are highly encouraged. Don't miss out on this action-packed day filled with Star Wars magic, Saturday, March 22nd at North Park Riverside, California from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tickets are $20 online or $25 at the door. Visit VIEstrikesback.com to get your tickets, and may the Force be with you. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Inside Riverside. If you have an event you'd like to be featured on our community calendar and the show, visit riversideca.gov/calendar and click Submit Calendar Event Request and fill out the form. Until next time, I'm Gabriella Madrigal, wishing you a fabulous week ahead. Thanks for watching Inside Riverside.